we giving grades? I feel like we should. We're going through the players, right?
Yeah, we might.
Okay, I guess at this point you're right. At this point, so we have a very special treat for you people.
Let's dig in and close down.
After we got really into talking about like treating people well, we're now going to grade them on how they are as human beings. We're now going to evaluate them.
Not as how they are as human beings, as soccer players.
Who you'd let your daughter take on a date, whatever they say in those viral videos.
Not Stefan Diggs.
Okay.
Oh man, you went.
Have you seen that one?
Yes.
That was a video with the Vikings, and they're like, "Who would you on this team would you not want your sister taking out on a date?" And they're all,
and every player said
Vikings
Diggs.
player was like, Stefan Diggs. It was just like,
all right,
oh.
Chris Brady. What do we think? I said B+. If he was an A, we would have won more games.
A minus.
I like your B+ shout. I'm going A-, B+. Wasn't a stellar. I feel like it could have been a better year. He had injury. He had a couple injuries pop up, various back things, a couple things, and also it's got to be A though, because more times than not he stood on his head. More times than not he was one of the reasons why they were winning the games early in the season. Because they were defensively shit.
Amazing. He's great on the line. I don't know that he does as much. He needs to work on the rest of his play. He can't play from the back at all. Better
than
we
Gall.
on Jeff Gall, but who of us remembers the first game of the season. This season, Brady made a lot of errors, and then he stopped playing out the back, and it got better. But if he wants to, there are things he could work on that aside from just making saves and playing on the line.
For sure.
So I agree. A B+, A-.
I wonder if Greg might be wanting, he's replaceable in Greg's system because Greg could get a better goalkeeper. Yeah, Ederson. He could get a left back to go play goalkeeper for his system. And that's what a lot of, people are doing. Jeff Gall, I got to give you a D. I'm sorry, Jeff Gall.
Oh my God, he played so well earlier in the season. I say C.
I know.
Earlier, yeah.
I know, but I'm putting his
question moments, I guess.
When he was needed, because when you're a backup, it's when you're needed, and we needed him to be better than he was that night. C-, D+ is where I'm at.
All right, C-.
C- I could go because he had good season play. But damn, when we really needed him, when the game mattered,
so bad.
B+.
Look, DPG wants to give him an F so bad.
You know what? I would like for him to be replaced by a hungry, determined young goalkeeper that's ready to step in when the right moment comes. Because you know what? Eventually, we might not gonna have Brady, but we also need somebody that's gonna challenge for that one spot.
Well, Gall did play well when called upon earlier in the season. He just crumbled at the worst possible time.
Guys, we have been like the Fire have been like the Green Bay Packers with quarterbacks, with goalkeepers sometimes, not every time, but lately with Gaga and the transition to Brady, we have been honestly gifted with when we put Brady in. There was no hiccups. It was just boom, solid play from a 20-year-old right away.
Especially after I don't know who was the replacement for Slonina whenever Slonina was out. Whoever that replacement was,
Richie,
guy was god awful.
No,
Richie, right?
Yeah, Richie.
Yeah, it was Richie
or whatever. Yeah, that guy sucked.
I forgot his first name.
Horrible.
Yeah, he was
not as bad as Richard Sanchez. Oh my God, Matt Lamson, Richard Sanchez. Anyway, no, we can't. Stop. All right, outside defenders.
Right.
Amari Glasgow. I say, now, the way I rated the players was against themselves. So what I expected out of an Amari Glasgow,
that's a good
I
call,
got a B instead.
You can't grade Amari Glasgow against Zink. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So Amari Glasgow, I gave a B because he didn't play a ton, but when he did, clutch.
I thought he was actually really good. He didn't play long enough for him to get higher than a B.
If he was that good, guys, why isn't he still on the team? He's loaned out.
He's really young.
C+.
He was like 19, right?
Yeah, he's like 19, and he's like killing it.
You know what? I think I think the fact that he left was probably like a management decision because he does take up
International
I don't know,
slot.
an international
Yeah.
slot.
Because he actually just
I bet
won
he's coming
Sportsman
back.
of the Year in his home country of Guyana. Was it?
That was
Number one goal
awesome.
scorer for Guyana,
Yes,
yeah.
he did.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. All right,
That's awesome. I'm
Now-
excited for Amari Glasgow, despite my grade of C+ for him.
this is like our
Nice
class of
back.
'92 with these kids.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll get back to it. Jonathan Dean, the most meme player on the planet. Jonathan Dean gave us an A version of Jonathan Dean. He couldn't give us any more.
Yeah.
He is not a starting level
I'd
MLS
say
player.
A-.
He might
go
have been a B
A-.
plus.
I'll go A- with Serena.
Yeah.
Because you're right. He played out of his mind. Was he standout every game? No. Was he dependable? Yes. Game in, game out. And that was
except
surprising.
For the game against Philly, he was really bad against
Yeah.
on the game. Against
He
Philly.
was.
Yeah, so he's like a B plus.
In
Again,
crucial moments.
Yeah. All right,
GBG, what were
Justin
you saying?
Reynolds. Justin
Wait,
B
Reynolds.
plus for him.
B+.
B plus for him.
All right,
Yeah.
I had a B, but yeah, B plus. I can be convinced. Leonard
Justin Reynolds?
Barroso or Leonardo
B-.
Barroso. My bad.
Man, it started with an A, but
Yeah.
I say C.
What happened?
The injuries got to him.
happened?
Injuries got to him. His
Yeah.
play started diminishing. He went from an A. Like, you know what? Yeah, he ended as like a C.
James.
He had one
C-minus.
really good cross into the
Yeah.
box. That's all I can remember from him. Like, yeah.
James,
Yeah, that awesome
you
game
asked what
against
happened.
Dallas.
Yes,
You're the one-
mentally faded.
You're the one who always says it. What's the best ability?
Availability.
Perfect.
Reliability, dependability.
Dependability. There
No,
you
the
go.
best ability is availability when it comes to sports. And Leonardo Barroso has none of that. Sorry.
All right, Andrew Gutman.
A plus. A plus.
A.
A plus.
Hey,
Give him an A.
he's an A. He's an A.
Plus.
I
plus,
only
plus,
gave one
plus,
person
He got better and better.
an A plus.
plus. And I gave him shit for
I
his
bet I
defense.
can guess
Yes,
who.
he's not good at defense. He's great at offense. Man
And-
never quits.
Talk about availability. Our number one, he played every single game.
Iron
And that
Man.
counts for a lot.
A plus.
Yep.
A
Iron
plus
Man.
from Andrew Gutman. He blew me away this season. I did not expect
about-
to see what we saw out of Andrew Gutman this season. I expected
Ugh.
way less. I expected
Yeah.
Brandon
I still
Vincent
am
levels.
riding on
This
the
was not
high
Brandon
of
Vincent
that
levels,
game
guys. This is
where he
Andrew
scored
Gutman
like
levels.
3 offside goals, and one of them was a real goal, and it was like a crazy corner or like
Yeah.
a crazy. It was meant to be an assist, and it went in. I will be riding that high forever. That was so great.
That was amazing.
Look, man, I give Chase Gaspar an F.
No, he didn't play. Stop it. All right.
He didn't
Not
play.
not
F for
after-
injury.
Withdraw.
F for being
All right.
injured.
That's what Andrew said.
I
All
wouldn't
right,
know
center
Chase
backs.
Gaspar if I didn't know Chase Gaspar. So
Right.
Yeah.
No.
I saw him walking
Center
on the street,
backs.
yeah.
Center backs. Jack Elliott. I say B plus. He looked nervy at times, and the fact that we so desperately are trying to fill a spot next to him, you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
B
I say
plus
B
feels right. B plus
B
feels
plus
right.
is good.
But
I like him as
I
captain.
wanted
I think he brings something, but he doesn't. He's not always reliable, and he makes mistakes sometimes.
I wanted to give him an A minus at the start of this because of his captaincy. I think that his leadership has been crucial to this team. There's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff we don't see, guys. There's a lot of stuff that we
You're
aren't
right.
privy to
You're
see.
right.
And I feel like the captain Elliott has brought some, and so that's what elevates me from his B plus B-ish, really. It's really, he played center back at B-ish. As a leader, the dude was an A. Solid A. I won't give him an A plus. I won't give him an A minus. Dude was a solid A. You remember when he went down in that game? We knew he wasn't coming out.
Yeah.
Dude is a leader. Really loved what I seen out of Elliott. And if he gets
I
Walker
forgot his
Zimmerman
head was
for a
all
Potter,
wrapped up.
Yeah, the mummy.
All right.
I would
Carlos Tehran. Carlos Tehran. I said the C.
Oh, I miss
See?
him.
See?
No.
What?
I mean,
He's a
only
C.
because he
You know what?
only
I
played
think
Were you
two half
watching-
the season.
Were you watching the same Turan as us?
Remember the Miami game? Where he kept Messi in his back pocket.
I do remember. So did I
He
underrate
didn't play
Carlos
for long enough, though,
Terán?
and he was
But
injured.
here's the thing. Tehran
For
had this weird
season, I
habit of
agree.
Tehran had this weird habit where he'll play 1 or 2 games really good, and he'll just be horrible.
Way C plus. Okay,
and another
C+. You're not far off.
game. Yeah.
All right, Sam
Joke, you're not
Rogers.
far off.
I think
C+.
last season I'd give him higher.
Oh.
Sam Rogers? Who?
I
Hey,
said
Sam
B. I like Sam Rogers.
I gotta say, Mr.
He's fine.
Rogers.
He's just
Mr.
sort of
Rogers
there,
was
you know?
a B plus for me. Like just coming in, filling in a spot.
Now that's going a bit too far. No, I'm kidding.
He's like a C- for me.
C-. My God.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm like a
parlay.
C.
Parlay. Why? I want to
He
hear.
just- He was the hole in the defense. It was like whoever was next to Jack Elliott was like the hole in the defense.
Well,
Guys,
then
where's
speaking
cups?
of,
I don't see cups here. Okay, never mind. I read cups. Now.
so
I see
speaking
cups.
of, Joel
Rick's office
Waterman,
at night.
which I gave
Oh.
a C. He played really well the last
He's
couple
better.
games, but it took him a minute to get going, and we got
I
him
can't
pretty
blame
late
that.
in the
C
window.
plus.
I can't blame that. I'll give him a B minus C plus. C
Okay.
Yeah.
C plus seems appropriate. B minus seems
I think
like a
he was
little bit of an
reliable.
oversell. But literally, I gotta say, B minus B ish for the last several games because him and Elliott, they just made for the best pairing that the
They
Fire saw
bonded-
this season.
They bonded together. Now, speaking
They really
of
did.
bonding, Omar Gonzalez. I said C- because I think
F.
C.
Yeah.
I want to say
D.
F, but I feel like his leadership around
no.
the
Yes,
locker room
leadership.
yes.
is
That's a D.
probably the
That's
whole
a D.
reason.
He probably would have been better going into a coaching role than
Yes.
just
You're
taking
right.
up a
Yes.
He
spot.
probably
Yep.
will. I'm sure he will. I mean, he
You're
seems
right.
like a nice guy. Andrew and I were, when we went to that Revolution game, we were sitting really up close and we could see him like leading the warm ups, and he definitely is a leader. And I'm hoping he goes
Yes.
into that even as soon as next year.
I'll say this. Yeah, I totally agree with his the assessment as a player. Omar Gonzalez, D minus as a player, D in that range as a leader, A as a leader.
I mean,
so where does
And
where
he
does that
was
put
a
you?
great player too. He was.
So where
And
does
his
that
buddy,
put
his
you?
buddy lives in Chicago too, Mike McGee. So if he needs a place to crash, he can.
I saw
you know.
a recent picture of them, like kind of recreating their day out or their day off.
I like
Oh man,
Omar at
Serena.
this club.
Oh man, she just.
Oh,
like-
she'll be right back. I
Did-
like
did-
I like
Yeah.
Omar. I like Omar
I did
at
watch
this
that video.
club, and I do hope that he stays on as some sort of coach in some capacity. And I would not be surprised if Greg makes it happen because Greg can make it happen.
So before
Yeah,
we move
agreed.
to the mid or to the next person, Serena, did you get a chance to watch that Mike McGee's day off?
I did. It was funny.
Oh
liked
my
it.
God.
Seeing young Omar was kind of a jump scare, but
Oh my God! To be
Baby
an
Omar.
MLS fan back then, to get that much like love, like your head exploded. It was like, oh my God, Thierry Henry actually spoke to other players.
yeah,
You know,
that was
I know
crazy.
that was crazy. I couldn't believe
Anyway.
Maybe
that.
Terry too. Yeah.
Did we cover
Christ-
Cups? So Christopher Cups.
Man, chomping at the bit for Cubs here.
Yeah, Christopher Cup.
I loved Cups. Everything I saw, I loved Cups.
He
Played like
he
Isn't
is.
he a kid? Isn't he a kid?
16
He's like
years
16
old.
years old, bro.
Yes,
He's a
Yeah, when did
prodigy,
he-
bro.
He played like twice.
I'm loving what I've seen out of Cups.
he played like 4 or
It's got
5
to
times.
be B plus, A minus, somewhere.
Yeah,
in that range.
I said
Kid.
B.
Kid,
I said-
and he looked like
I'm
a
more
veteran.
excited. I'm
You
more
remember
excited.
the
Of,
days of Jonathan Campbell? You remember those days? This dude
Ooh.
came in
Oh,
looked like a
man.
veteran presence.
You're scraping at the bottom of the barrel there with the MLS stuff, man. I remember Jonathan Campbell.
Oh God!
Cheers to
All right,
Jonathan, though.
Now this
I'm
is-
giving him a B minus. I think he can be better in the future, but he
Oh.
just didn't do enough for me.
oh my God!
Come
he's
on,
got
it was
all
a
the
kid versus
tools.
men.
I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to that. Like Omar Gonzalez. God damn it! No, Amari Glasgow, Christopher Cups, Sergio Orhel, all these kids. I'm really high on, man.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Another year seasoning after this season?
Oh, I
could be better.
to the midfield. All right, my one of my favorites here, Sergio Orhel. I gave him an
Wow. A.
That's
I
cr-
totally
don't
agree.
Okay. Really?
I agree. Orahel impressed
Why?
me all season long. The dude's
Just 'cause he was better
19
than you
years
thought he'd
old.
be?
Dude, they got
I get you
Kevin
extra
Sullivan
points.
over at
19?
Philadelphia, and they're like sucking his fucking 16-year-old nuts, and we got a fucking 18-year-old, 19-year-old player who's better.
I don't know.
Right
I've
off
said
the
this
bat.
before. I don't like giving extra
difference.
points just for being young. Like that's cool, but I don't think he was that good. I don't think if the same
Okay.
player played and was 24,
Dude
we'd
started
be
like
losing our
15
minds.
games.
Well, hold on, though.
Orhel became like an old head at times. However, he lost it in that last game, got that red card, right?
Yeah,
And that was so stupid.
It was, but I don't know, man.
I'll
You
learn,
kind of
though.
need a couple of those in your career. You got to do that every now and again.
I like Orhel.
I'm a
I like him
huge.
fine. I don't think he made enough of an impact for me to give him an A, which feels like we've been not giving people A's.
I
have
feel
not.
like he throughout the season. This is why
was
I'm
he one of the
giving
best
Orhel a
players
A.
on the pitch, like top 3? I don't know.
No,
He
but-
was the
but-
secret sauce the whole
He was
first
the
half of the
secret.
year.
I think so. As a 19-year-old, he was always reliable. It was weird. I'm like, how are we able to
Yeah.
rely on this
You know
19-year-old?
what's crazy? You know what's crazy in all this is that he was riding the bench for like the past season or two.
Right.
And it wasn't until Greg took over that all of a sudden this kid started shining.
I mean,
He
think
really
about
did.
he took Kellen Acosta's starting role. Greg Berhalter came into a team
He's
with
done great
Kellen
things.
Acosta.
I can give him like an A minus. I'll give him an A minus.
All right.
I just don't think he's an A. Like I don't think I'm great. It's great he came in. He's great. He's young. He's great. He's reliable. I don't think he was like astounding when he came in.
Oh,
I don't
you're
think
not
he was,
gonna
like,
be happy
Serena,
season.
you could fight for the B though. You could fight for the F. I love it. If
Well-
people
No,
fight-
I'm going A minus. A minus.
Okay.
We'll
All right.
get okay. So
We got TPG back.
we nope. So okay,
Okay, we lost.
Mauricio Pineda. I said a
C.
B.
C plus.
See?
B minus.
I think B minus B is better than my C plus. I gotta say, he didn't impress me this year. However, guess what he did?
But he was there.
Every fucking time he came in, reliable. He really was.
Reliable. Yes.
I think I'm giving a little too much shit here when I'm thinking about the C plus. I expected more. out of Pineda because of how much time he's been given over the past few seasons.
Yeah.
He's been given a lot of time over the past few seasons. I expected a little bit more out of him. However, I got to say, when he was called upon, dude brought home the bacon.
I like that
did
he was
appreciate it.
clearly okay with the role of being a sub. Like he's not going to be starting, and he was fine. Like he came in, he did the job. He wasn't complaining. There's no attitude or anything.
I was hoping
I
he had
think
the
that
talent
worked.
to fight for more. But yeah, he has accepted where he's at, and that's okay. And if he can still be a bit, think about what he did on this team. Came in, fill in a role, fill in a job. Really liked what I saw out of this year out of Pineda. You know who I loved this year? I gotta say, it is my favorite player in the midfield, bar none. Jay Davila.
Davila.
As some like to, as like announcers like to call him.
I said A.
Who know his name? I call him
Serena,
Jay
if you
Davila.
weren't happy about Orhel.
But Jay
I can get more behind him.
Jay
as an A.
Davila,
I still don't know that I'd call him an A,
6'5".
but
I wouldn't call A. I would go A minus. I'll go A minus.
A minus.
His
I'm going
height,
across the whole
his
season.
height,
I
A
will
plus.
relent.
His height
Yeah.
is A plus. You
His
can't teach height.
physicality, yeah. He took a few games. If I'm doing my grading over, the whole time and how he played the whole time. He did take a few games to. I know we were all. I feel
He
like
took a few
if you check
games.
The past
He
episodes,
really
we
did.
were all like, I don't know about this guy. He's shaky.
The first
and
game, he made Toke super, and Toke, you did not like him.
I was
got the red
upset.
card and yeah.
And all of us were like,
Yellow or something.
we all were like, "Ugh." That first game made us
So
a
that's
little
why
nervous.
I'd give him.
But he
I'd give him
grew.
an A minus.
Gosh, he
But
grew so
yeah, most
fast.
All right.
improved definitely.
You guys got me at the A minus. All right, so we're not gonna have so DPG is gone for the evening. So everyone, so long, farewell, Avita. I
I'll
don't
be
know
to
what
say
I'm trying-
adieu.
Thank you. All right.
Adieu. Adieu.
So I wanted to
Adieu,
hear
adieu,
I
adieu.
wanted to hear a big argument between us and then DPG trying to give this man an F. But Brian Gutierrez, I mean B to B plus in my opinion.
B plus
I'd
makes
say I could
sense.
do B.
B plus makes sense. B, I really like, because man, did that man provide a spark when we needed it. that's pushing me to B plus. When we needed it, Brian Gutierrez was the spark this team needed. He really could act upon things. His consistency in the first part of the year, that's of course going to the last few years, 2 years. The question has been, can he bring that consistency? No, he wasn't able to. He wasn't able to bring it this year. He wasn't. Sorry to break your bubble.
It's just so hot and cold. I mean, you can't count. Sometimes you bring him on and he, like you said, he would provide a spark. Sometimes you bring him on and he's just so lackluster and does nothing. I think DPG would be saying he's not a playmaker and we need a playmaker. And I think sometimes he was brought on to be a playmaker and was not doing that. So.
And there were times where he was brought on and he made plays. And so then, it is wild because, yes, and it was that inconsistency that ultimately really hurts him. I'm looking at this next name and I'm wondering if I'm DPG because Kellen Acosta, F. Who the fuck? I mean, a big F. Who the fuck is that?
I gave him a C.
This guy. I remember this guy. I remember him scoring last year.
Before this episode, I was talking to Andrew about what the grades would be, and I was giving mine, and I think I said F, and then Andrew said it should be like a W, like he withdrew from the class. Because when was the last time?
I haven't seen this guy. So, when did we ever see Kellen?
You don't see Kellen. Here's what I'm going to say. If you ask every single human being who had access to the locker room of the Chicago Cubs in 2016 who won the World Series, it would be different. All of us say Ben Zobrist. All of them say Jason Hayward.
It was Ben Zobrist.
It was Jason Hayward because he was the one who inspired them, they said. Yeah. So Kellen Acosta, as the leader on the bench, he bumps it to a C for me.
Leader of the candle vigil. I mean, like, dude, what did this guy do? I mean, I can make a case. I can make a case for what's his face? Omar Gonzalez. I can make a case for some of these other players who've barely impacted the game. Kellen Acosta, he sold more candles than he got minutes this season.
It does feel like how many players are we going to be like, oh, but they were like great leaders in the locker room. Like there can only be so many slots for that.
That was
However,
the second
I'll give it
one.
to him that he jump started. He kind of
need two
created. Of them. He created what we saw this season. He is most.
Yeah. Well, he is
most directly responsible for this season. What we saw. Outside of Joe Mansueto, who has got the dollars and the bucks to pay for it. But Kellen Acosta is the most responsible for what we got to see this season, the inspiration, the fact that Greg looked at this team and was like, you know what? There's something I could figure out here.
Well, let's bring us all back down to earth. Ramonique Kwame.
D. Oh, man. Guys, I really want to – I got to hear this because I'm so confused about this guy. I'm so confused about this Kwame because with Jade Davila, I see it. With Zinkernagel, I see it. We all see it. With Waterman, took a few minutes too, but I see it. Kwame.
Well, he was injured
time and time again. I'm just not seeing it. I'm not seeing it.
And it feels like he was the kind of player who every time he came on, if he did come on, because he was injured, but whenever he
could have played Pineda over him.
It's like the team looked worse when he came on, which is I mean, not a good sign.
It evidenced by like he got Ricardo Clark'd by getting pulled like 20 minutes into the game. You know what I mean? Like
in the wild card was that?
It was in the Philly loss.
It was the Philly loss that he got pulled.
Yeah, because Orhel was out with the red,
and he was. Guess what? He was embarrassing Greg. Embarrassing Greg.
All right,
and Greg realized it.
Let's get out of this doldrums.
So no,
Andre
Kwame
Franco.
D. It might be an F for Kwame. It might be an F.
I say D, but I feel you.
Give me the case. Give me the case. Why not of total failure?
Because he functioned on the field. It wasn't like fire teams of old where literally you had 11 people. You cobbled together 11 people that could possibly start.
Yes.
And then after that, it was like, is this guy a professional player?
I
So,
do
like,
remember times of success for Kwame, but it was so infrequent.
It was. All right,
It
Andre
was.
Franco. We're
To
very
be
high
honest,
on him.
I don't remember Franco
B plus
at all because it happened in the middle of the season. I was kind of tuned out. You could check the podcast.
Oh, but when he played, he was a
I was like,
professional.
Franco?
There was a different
Frank who?
level. Like him and Zink together. When again, like you're saying, I think it's true. Franco, it's hard to remember because he got hurt and we only got him mid-season, so he only played a few games. But when he was on, it was like you could just tell him and Zink were on a different level than the rest. Like they were,
And he played
again,
with
professionals,
Avila
like
so
only
well.
where I can think.
It was like having
and
two
Avila, and it
premiership
felt like
level
he was-
players that
and he was
that
running that.
understood each other. Meanwhile, everybody else is just a championship player.
Yeah, so with the Franco thing, I think he was a B because I honestly think he just the problem was he shit the bed so horribly his first game that like it still is a little stink on him, but he played so well
But that
every
wasn't
other
his
game.
fault. I remember us saying that because that was against Philly, right? And we were like, that was his first game. He gets thrown on, and we're already losing. And
God, I think I hate Philly.
but yeah, I'll give you that.
All right, I think I rated this kid too high because he played like 5 games. But Sam Williams,
He's
we
not as
were
good
a
as
big.
Orhel.
We were
Not
a
as good as
big
Orhel.
Sam Williams podcast.
We were stunned. We were surprised. I gotta say, I was
Look who that-
surprised.
I literally
by the
don't. I
performance.
can't think of that guy.
When he was in there, B plus. Like there was a couple B minus, C plus performances. I mean, the kid's a fucking kid, but
I don't remember this kid at all.
Yeah,
Oh, you
he
don't
was a
remember
Fire
Sam?
2 kid.
he was early in the
Oh, okay.
season. Sam
Okay.
Williams came in and he did a job. Like
Yeah, it was
Orhel.
pre-Kwame, pre-Avila.
There were times where it was Sam Williams and Orhel literally holding up the world like Axis.
It was
the fucking
beautiful.
Greek demigod or whatever it is, and like he wasn't as good as Orhel. Orhel earned so much more time, but Sam Williams in his limited time really impressed. I gotta say, he 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid did a job in MLS.
All right, so Harold Osorio played 1 game, and I gave him a C. And now I remember, didn't he have a breakout game in the U.S. Open Cup too? But I would have.
Don't remember him.
Don't remember
Yeah,
him.
he barely played. Anyway, to the attackers.
Yes.
Hugo Kuipers, A. I say A.
A.
I mean, unbelievable goal scorer.
I would
I
say
think he's to the wayside because Zink is so great, but I think we forget how good. Like I'm always like tempted to be like, oh, A minus, and then you're like, wait, he was competing in number of goals with Messi at one point. Like,
Yep.
A, absolutely A. I remember when we had our previous Golden Boot winner, and he was fucking incredible with how he linked with the team. Now, Kuipers is able to do his own thing at times. Kuipers links with the team and then also able to do his own thing. And then his effort.
Oh, yeah.
Is
He
incredible.
out-efforted the guy they signed to be the effort guy for him to take a rest.
Oh, without a doubt. And not to mention what we saw in that last playoff game. You remember that that goal that was called back against Guti, who scored off his elbow. It wasn't a goal, unfortunately. It bounced off his elbow. That goal was directly inspired by Hugo Kuipers. I guarantee you, without Hugo Kuipers scoring the goal he did a few weeks before, Gutierrez is not doing what he did there.
Oh my God, you're right.
Think about it.
Hugo
They're
goal
totally
was
linked.
Beautiful.
They're totally
You're right.
linked.
You're right.
And
right.
that almost was a game changer for the Fire in that game. That could have almost brought us back into the game. It would have been amazing.
Well,
But
it
Hugo
is
Kuipers'
amazing.
effort is inspiring, and so is Brian Gutierrez. They both give a damn. And
Well,
I loved what I saw to Hugo this year.
Oh my God. Yeah, Hugo, amazing season. Thank you. Please stay around. Jonathan Bamba, here's where we're going to fight. I say A minus.
I wish I had Serena here. It's B minus. Thank God
Serena.
Serena's back. Serena, you're back for the argument. You're back for
Jonathan
the argument
Bamba.
if you can handle it. Jonathan Bamba. I'm saying
One of us-
B-. Toke is saying
Oh.
A-.
I was just gonna tell her what the two scores.
It's tough. I feel like because I actually would be more willing to give him a better grade now, but I feel like I haven't been that charitable in that way to the rest of the players. So I'm gonna have to go probably. I'll go B+. I think he's another one who just improved massively for me, and I think there are a lot of things about him that obviously I was like, that's so frustrating. He just like cannot finish a one-on-one. He can't finish at all. Like, you know, but I think he got better at that a little bit. And he does so much. He does so much else on the pitch that I'll give him.
He really does.
I don't know that I'd go so far as an A-, but maybe B+. A- for the second half of the season. Maybe B+ for the whole season.
Okay. I will relent on the Jonathan Bamba thing. All right.
I'll
So
go
let's
B.
not even.
I'll go B. I'll go out of the B- because you know what? Who stepped up for the Fire when they were down Zinkernagel? Bamba. He stepped up. Was he good enough? No. But that's the unfortunate part.
Watch out.
He
Watch
stepped
out
up.
Watch
And I
out for
appreciated
chip
it.
on his shoulder, Jonathan Bamba next season.
Toke. I do agree with you. I feel like we did not see the best out of Jonathan Bamba.
We saw 85%.
That's what
and
I
that's
agree
why
with.
he had a great year. Like it was
I agree with
85%
you.
of what you want out of
I
Jonathan
feel like
Bamba.
we're gonna see a lot better Jonathan Bamba. And that kind of gets me crazy going right now.
All
Wow,
right,
that got me excited.
So let's end on a high. So let's skip this next one.
Skip that.
All right. Marin Haile Selassie. Now, we all know there is a Marin Haile Selassie shaped hole in my heart. I love this kid, but like I got to give him a C. He did not get enough he's exactly where we want the Fire to be. He's so good I want him on the field, but he's nowhere near good enough to always be on the field. So when you do go to the bench and you can point to Marin Haile Selassie, I like that a lot.
You gave him a C?
Yeah, I was rough on him. I didn't
I feel
think
like you're a little rough on him there.
Yeah, I feel like your
I would go
description of
B.
him was much more flattering.
And also,
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
think
all of
B-
the rest of us will go B-, B. I could even go B.
Definitely.
I'll change
I think
that.
he's
For
honestly
what he
underrated.
was?
I think he always I think he wasn't ever going to be, or like he shouldn't be the starter, and he's not always doing that. But for what he was, I think he did a good job whenever he came on, and he would come on often, and he often.
He came on.
There were a lot of games where he did shake things up. Like if we needed something to change, he would come on, and he would also provide a spark sometimes.
Well, Greg,
He's not
figured
an MLS
out.
starter on the top teams, but man, some of those lower teams would love to have a Marin Haile Selassie starting for them.
And
we
he's
got
kind
him
of
as
a
a
Fire
sub.
legend at this point. I mean,
Well, and
I
how
do
many
like
players
him.
are left from 3 years ago? He's
Greg
been on the
figured it
team for a
out.
long time.
You let Jonathan Bamba run himself ragged to where he's exhausted, and then you throw in Marin Haile Selassie late. I liked it. It was a good
Exactly.
tactic. All right, here's a fun one for everybody involved. The only reason this is not an F is because of that U.S. Open Cup game. Tom Barlow, I consistently, this man makes me remind myself that these people are human beings. I need to not say everything that gets into my head. But D, Tom Barlow had one great game this year. It was a meme. It was a good time, and it was at SeatGeek. And
Did he score 3 goals in the one game?
Yep.
Yeah, the DC United game, the 7-1 game.
Oh, you're
And
right.
I still remember it. Will still. That was his hat trick, and I know I told the story, I'm sure, on previous episodes, but I was in the hospital. They were starting to give me morphine because I was like going to go into surgery, and I'm trying to watch the Fire like on my phone, and Andrew tells me Tom Barlow got a hat trick, and I was like, what? Like I must be. What are they giving me?
Did I not make it? What happened?
Honestly, I was like, what? I'm scared.
Tom Barlow started one game for the Fire. He played 22 games. He scored 3 goals. As a substitute striker,
in one game.
He's a fucking failure. I'm sorry. You're a fucking failure. I need you to score more than like one every 29 games.
It was in one game. There were 3 goals.
It was all 3 in
one in every 22 games. I need you to score more as a backup striker. I do.
Yeah. Listen, Tom Barlow, go fucking be the king of Phoenix and play for Phoenix Rising because
or Rec
you know
League.
Well, come on, man. That's a little. Come on, man.
Or Rec League. Hey, I play with those guys. I play with Rec League guys that are.
I mean, I'm like, what is the
studs.
point of Tom Barlow on this team? I agree. He needs to, like, even for him, I'd be like, I don't want to, like, he does nothing. He's just there for the vibes. Like, he's not even injured. He never plays. If I were him,
It's his second highest scoring season,
like,
though.
I
How
wanna
does he
go somewhere
retire
else.
after that? It's his second highest scoring season. How does he retire after that?
Oh my god!
Stop.
He needs
All
to
right.
go to a different team. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to
One last person to give a grade to.
Hugo. Sorry.
Zinker. Oh no,
Zan
2.
Self.
I'm sorry. Philip Zinkernagel, A+,
Phillip.
right? Duh.
Yes.
Best player.
A
Blah.
plus across the board.
Let's spend a moment here though, because Philip
I think-
Zinkernagel may be the greatest Fire player of the last 20 years, and we had Bastian Schweinsteiger.
Well, yeah, Bastian Schweinsteiger never had a season like this for the Fire. Are you kidding me?
Bastian Schweinsteiger at his peak was way better than Zinkernagel. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that at the Fire, Zinkernagel is the best player we might have had for the last 20 years. It's 2025.
No,
20
you're
years.
not. You're 100%. Blanco did that. No, you're right.
Better
No,
than Blanco.
Actually,
Better.
Actually-
Blanco was a grandpa doing little hot flips with the ball. Very cute. Very cute.
is this
for
the
social
best season
memes.
of any Fire player?
And I love Blanco. God,
Is-
Blanco and
is-
free kicks. Oh, he was so good. Oh, I love Blanco. Oh, I miss Blanco. Okay, hold on. Sorry. I had
Is
I had a
this the
moment.
best season of any Fire player ever?
No.
Answer in the comments.
No.
Yeah.
The Fire player that I brought up earlier who won Golden Boot.
Nemanja Nikolic, he wasn't assisting nobody, nothing.
Won Golden Boot. Golden
Yeah,
Boot on a
in
team
a year where it
that-
took
on a team
22
that
goals to
sucked.
do that. Anyway,
It's a team that
you're right. The team
Was it-
did suck. You all right. You leave it in the comments. Anyway,
But I do think that he's better. Oh, Zinkernagel's the best player we've had for the last 20 years. He's way better.
of course.
Than Nemanja Nikolic. He's way better than he's way better than Bastian Schweinsteiger when he was here, unfortunately.
All right. Here's the tough one. What are you guys rating Greg Berhalter as?
I cannot wait. I'm excited. I'll
I
save
said-
mine because I'm going to blow
I
you
said
up.
B-. Now, the reason I've been starting most of the time is because I took a picture of all my ratings and sent it to everybody just so they had the list of players.
Yeah, I had time to prepare.
I say a B- because I would give the GM Greg Berhalter a B+, and I would give the coach Greg Berhalter a C to C-. Personally.
Really?
Yes.
I like the way you separated them. I appreciate
Wait, what has
the
he
way
done
you
wrong?
separated
Is
them.
what's giving him a C- as a coach? What did you not like about his
I
coaching?
would
Well-
love to hear this.
You know what's hilarious is what he used to do with the U.S. was screw up the starting lineup so terribly, and then at halftime make the 2 changes he needed to have made, and then made another sub round later, and we'd look incredible. For the Fire, he seems to get his tactics and his players right at the jump. There are times they have been outplayed. There were times they were just not as good, but he seems to have stuff ready at the jump. But his substitutions not only are slightly baffling at times, but they seem to come at the wrong time. Like, all the time. Either too early, too late, just the
All the
wrong
time?
situation on the field. They just always seem to
Often
be
enough that
poor timing.
Often enough.
I guess I don't remember
I'm-
I remember us complaining about that a decent amount, but I don't remember it being that much of a problem. But I could be convinced.
For me, I'm giving Greg nothing less than an A-. Nothing less. He took this team that was a perennial last place team under Greg Klopas, under Onovich, under Wiki, and he made them fucking believe. And then on top of that, he made the fans believe. And on top of that, he made Joe believe. The person that really matters, who writes the fucking checks. So all of this, what a job. What a job. Because it's convincing. It's convincing. And we're not Here's the thing about Fire fans. We are not easily convinced. We have been through it. We've seen the wikis. We've seen every single fucking coach I just fucking mentioned. Brian Bliss. We have seen it as Fire fans. And this is a guy we can believe in. I finally have a coach that I can believe in. And I'm like, I don't want the Fire to let this guy go. Right now, at this point in time, I cannot perceive the point in which we're like, you know what? It's time to let Joel Quenneville go. You know, he won 3 Stanley Cups. It's time to let him go. I just can't see when we're letting go of Greg right now because Greg is so damn good at his fucking job. He is
Goodbye,
one of the
Peter
best in
Vermees.
MLS.
Welcome, Peter Vermees.
Goodbye. Good. We got.
Him
There's Peter Vermees light.
Give him
There's
a B
Peter
plus.
Vermees heavy, and then there's fucking Greg. We got fucking Greg with a double G, double OG.
B
Is it put out?
B plus for me. I think he did a really good job. I don't think the subbing issue is enough to give him a C minus because I also feel like, I mean, to your point, a coach that you're, and I'm conflating coach and GM just for the sake of he's got to give him 1 grade. If it's someone that you like, I would think a C minus coach, you're like, maybe we should start looking at other options. Maybe
Yes.
C minus is not a good grade. I mean, C minus is a bad grade. You want to start looking at
right.
what else is out there. I feel like I'm not there at all. I'm like, no, please, we need Greg to stay.
I don't want anybody else.
So I think there's.
I don't
room
want
for
anybody
improvement,
else.
Definitely.
You could offer me Jose
But,
Mourinho,
yeah.
and I would say no. Give him to the U.S. men's national
Because
team.
Greg, I
want
think
Greg.
he understands what we're trying to do, or what the Fire's trying to do, what the fans want, and I think what we've all said, and we said it multiple times in this episode, we trust him. Like we trust that if this random guy from Sweden, we're like, you know, Greg says, okay, I'm gonna wait and see, and I'm sure it'll be fine. And I think that's huge for me. So
You're right.
B
Yeah,
plus.
I mean, I
could even be.
No, okay. I was gonna say I'm getting convinced here, and you're right. But I do actually personally see a reality where like Greg eventually does step down from the coaching role because I don't know, he is fucking killing it as a GM.
Shut up. You really think that Greg Berhalter prefers
you're right.
being a GM over a coach? You're
No,
fucking
you're right.
mental. You're fucking
right.
crazy.
You're right.
You're
All
fucking
right.
crazy.
All right. So
No.
everyone out here, we have gone super long